And ladies and gentlemen, I'm Representative David Lewis. I have the honor and the privilege of representing the beautiful county of Harnett, House District 53. With me is my friend from Cleveland County, Representative Tim Moore. We appreciate you all being here today to discuss House Bill 351, short title, Restore Confidence in Government.
Why do we need this? What evidence is there that this is a problem? In-person voting.
Well, I think that's a very good question. I think that if you were in your capacity as a reporter to go out on the street and ask people that pass by if they perceive that there is voter fraud, if they perceive that the system as it is now is loose enough and lax enough to allow for exploitation by those inclined to do so, I think that you would find that the vast majority would say that there is voter fraud. And more importantly than that, the reason that we need this is that anyone whose vote is stolen by another is effectively disenfranchised. I can tell you that my interest in this bill peaked last year when a constituent of mine, who is an over-the-road truck driver, he values his right of citizenship and right to vote very much. His name, and I'm only going to release it because there was a police report filed. His name is John Smith. I know that's the most common name you can have in the United States, probably. But thank you. But Mr. Smith made the great effort to return to his polling site, which is the Stewart's Creek polling site in Harnett County, to vote, and was told that he had already cast his vote, and therefore he was allowed to vote provisionally, but the Board of Elections did not accept his provisional ballot because, according to their records, John Smith had already been to vote. This is but one example. The situation was referred to the Sheriff's Department. The Sheriff's Department did investigate, but they don't know who stole John Smith's vote. With no one to charge, there's no one to prosecute, but there is still a victim.
Is it possible that was a clerical error, though? It is the most common name, as you said.
Yes, we, according to the Board of Elections folks, whoever stole Mr. Smith's vote did so on election day. It was not an issue being done at an early voting site or via absentee or any other way.
Why do we do this?
Well, I attempted to subpoena the zombies who voted in Washington County, but I was not able to get them served. So,
Representative Lewis is showing you one example. The point is, there's a lot of examples. There were folks yesterday who came and testified at the public hearing about instances where that's happened. And so it's not theory. There are folks who've gone and tried to vote and been told that they've already voted. And here's the issue too. Years ago we had election day. Everybody's heard election day. Well, now we don't have election day. We have the election 2 weeks with early voting. So the opportunity for more mischief to occur happens. And you had the situation in Washington County where you had dead folks vote. That happened. And so there's voter fraud that occurs out there. Here's the point though, and here's how it works. If a person wants to do it, what they do is they essentially mine the voter registrations, and they can tell if people who don't go to vote in those precincts. They've been registered for 10 years, and they just don't go vote. It's very easy for a person to show up who looks similar to that, who paid to show up who looks similar to that, to say I'm Tim Moore and I live at 16 West John Street, and all the person does is look at it and says, yes, okay. Now, years ago when everybody voted in their home precinct, that might be a little easier to catch. But now you can vote early in an area of the county you don't even live in. And so that's the issue, the normal checks and balances where folks can be there and kind of look and say, no, I don't think this person's who they say they are. aren't present now. And so, the world has changed. And also, 15 years ago, who ever heard of the term identity theft? And nobody, that was not a part of the lexicon. Now it's a common thing. So, this bill adapts to the changing society that we have.
You're pointing out these examples, but you're not giving us examples. Do we have county reports of votes being stolen? Are there documentation to prove this is a problem?
My understanding is there were folks yesterday at the public hearing who testified where they went. I mean, they
Right,
gave
but I
their
didn't
names.
say
and
that
that's just
happened
their
to me,
word,
but
though.
did you, was it reported anywhere? County boards of elections have records of stuff like that?
My understanding is they did. They reported those to the county
They
boards.
did?
Yes.
Okay.